Hey guys, it's Tom here from Crypto Life Inc. and Team GenerEOS, back at you with another video. So today I'm going to look at Infiniverse or INF and what they're doing with augmented reality. So it's a pretty cool project, so tune in for that guys, and remember to like and subscribe. See you in there. Alright guys, so let's take a look at Infiniverse. So I'm on their website, www.infiniverse.com, and they are going to bring augmented reality into the real world. So how does that actually work? So let's have a quick look at their website, and we'll go through a few different other pieces of information so you can have a look at how Infiniverse works. So augment the entire world, so you can discover the world in brand new ways. So basically they're going to sell digital real estate where you can create the augmented reality, not virtual reality, kind of like that scene in Back to the Future, I think it's 2 or something, when Marty gets eaten by that virtual shark when he puts on those goggles. That's pretty much what's going to happen with the Infiniverse. Well, that's what I've got imagined, and that's similar to what is going to happen there. So the challenge is augmented reality has arrived, but every app is isolated and experienced. So they're going to combine everything. So how can multiple AR apps be experienced simultaneously? So that's what they're going to do in terms of simultaneous experiences. They're also going to help with assigning rights to AR content to specific locations. So location-based rights. So if you buy a piece of land in the augmented world, then you have the right to, say, advertise on that land with, your, say Coke does that, you can have the Coke sign in augmented reality. So when people put on those goggles and they have a look, they can see Coke's 3D floating sign, and so on and so forth. So that's how advertising would work, and how can various AR apps interact with one another. So it's all about interaction from what they've seen, and it's about getting the digital land registry for the real world. So that's going to give you an idea of how they're going to do that. So it's pretty exciting stuff. If you can imagine, how we buy and sell land and properties in the real world, they're going to be doing that, but with digital assets that can only be seen in the augmented reality world. So that's pretty cool stuff to see. They've also got a coin called Infinicoin, so you can trade your digital assets, rent and sell your land, place premium content on your land, and do jobs for others. So that's pretty cool, and then explains quickly how it works. I won't go through all the details. You guys can have a quick look. I pretty much already summarized how that marketplace works and how the platform is working. And they've also got supported by Samsung Next. So they recently got supported $50,000, which is what we covered in our recent article that Richie was great enough to write for us. So he interviewed Neb from Infiniverse, who is the CEO and founder. So we've got a detailed interview here. So he's asked him a whole bunch of questions, all the way from how many years experience. He's got 5 years experience in virtual reality, all the way to what the future of Infiniverse is, and how they've drawn, instead of just playing Pokemon Go, they've drawn insights from Pokemon Go, all that kind of stuff, to create this great platform for augmented reality. So do have a read of this. I found it quite interesting, just the back and forth, and all Neb's answers are very interesting and gives you a great insight on what their project is going to do. They do have a short promo clip. You can watch that in your own time.
Digital layer. Join now and be the first to find undiscovered land. Buy land and augment it with your own creations. Anything you can imagine.
So that's all pretty cool, guys. You can imagine that in the augmented world. So that's exciting to see. I'm pretty interested to see how this project will develop, and the future of seeing augmented reality and actually being able to buy and sell things that you just want to put in specific locations. So that's pretty cool. Now jumping to their white paper here, we'll just have a brief look. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. We can have a browse through the abstract. So basically it's going to get powered by the EOS blockchain and also interplanetary file systems. So that's all the storage system, and they'll be using IPFS. So for those of you who don't know what that is, just Google it. You'll figure it out eventually. Users can bring digital content into the real world allowing it to be seen and interacted with by any other nearby user. So the platform also allows users to place persistent content in the world, which remains in the same physical location even after the user has left the area and quit the application. So that's what persistent content means. Whoops. However, due to the scarcity of real-world space, users must purchase or rent land. So that is how that model will work. So it will have its own economy and its own virtual currency, which I've already alluded to briefly. So it's got AR frameworks with positioning tracking, such as the AR kit. So this is some technical stuff on the AR stuff. I have gone through this white paper, just a brief look, and it is quite technical, so it might take you guys a little bit of time to read and understand. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to ask those questions for you guys so you can get some answers if they're not covered in this interview already. So just going down, I'm going to skip a few of these so that doing use cases. Here's the architecture if you guys want to have a look. I'm going to go down to the economics section. So yeah, so you can see it gets a bit technical here with all these math equations. I didn't even bother looking at that. I'm not going to do my head in with all these mathematical questions. You guys can do that if you want, but let's go into the economy. So this is how the economy is going to work. So they've got sources of income. So how do you make money with this or earn this Infiniverse coin? So you can sell content on the marketplace, renting and selling land, placing premium content on land, or doing jobs for other users. So that's interesting. So that's how that's going to work. And then the marketplace, artists, developers, and other content creators can sell their creation so that you can create augmented reality creatives and sell them with no % commission, which is good. So they're marked as unique, allowing users to trade digital collectibles. So that's pretty cool there. And then you've also got a different way of monetizing, which is renting and selling land. So that's self-explanatory. I'll let you guys read that. Premium content. What is premium content? Persistent content found on land that and can often and will be free to see and experience. Users also have to have the ability to place premium content. So that's pretty much just the content that just stays in that place permanently. You can do jobs. I'll let you guys read that and figure out what that means there. And then they've got a monetary policy as well. So that is a brief summary of the Infiniverse project, guys. So it looks very promising. I'm pretty excited about it. Now, this is not financial advice. Always go and do your own research. I'll leave all these links in the description below so you guys can actually go and read the white paper if you want to, and also that interview. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.